Yeah, what's interesting is that what you mentioned earlier about you had like preconceived notions that okay, like because of like religious modesty or food restrictions, that it would be difficult, and then you found it surprisingly accommodating.
Yeah.
So I would say in general, I find that not just with the Coast Guard, but things in general, right, where people are not familiar with something, they're interested in maybe traveling, or picking up a new hobby, or going to the gym, whatever it may be. But there's a hesitation based on maybe some preconceived notion that might not be entirely accurate.
Yeah.
So I guess simple question or simple answer from you is: do you recommend in general? Because I've learned from you that you try various different things in your history, right? So do you recommend people just kind of sometimes push into that uncomfortableness or that discomfort and kind of engage with new opportunities?
Obviously, of course, absolutely. And I think I hadn't done that in a long time, and this boot camp was probably the most intense version of it. But like, I feel even though I'm the same person, it's like a different level now. When we are comfortable, when we're not challenged, we really don't change, right? Change happens in an uncomfortable environment, and it shows you your potential. That's what, I came out, one of the big lessons that I personally took when I was reflecting upon my experience is, what if I didn't do this? I would have never known how much more I could do. Well, like, what's my potential, right? You're only going to find out your potential by actually living it, right? So if you think your potential is a certain level, all right, get there. And maybe you'll see that you could do much more. In a certain way, like as I said, the physical aspect was, I trained a lot, I prepared a lot, but I was kind of underwhelmed of how like physically not challenging it was. But not to make, I want to be clear, there are certain requirements, so you have to, meet a certain level. But for me, it showed me, all right, I can do much more physically than that. So I came out of this saying, all right, there's something more than this up ahead.
So is it fair to say that you thought your ceiling was somewhere, but then based on pushing yourself, you realized your ceiling was much higher?
Absolutely.
But if you had never gone through this experience, so basically the point I'm making is, because you went through this experience, it's probably now propelled you in your mind to think, I want to try some other things, and this is a roadmap to achieve these things.
Absolutely. And another lesson that I was talking to someone else about is that it showed me that, it reminded me that when, if you want to do something, you put in the time, you put in the effort, you plan it out, you do the homework, you can do it, right? I was really scared about the physical aspect because I was out of shape. I trained so hard, and I got there and it was no issue. But I put my heart and soul into it, and I accomplished something, and it just reminded me that all of us can do that. It's not something special, unique to certain individuals. You just have to put in the time, put in the effort, do your homework, and go for it. You'll learn something along the way, and you'll achieve something along the way, and you'll show yourself how much more you can do.